Hello friends, welcome to Left Life. Welcome to Left Life.
Left leg.
Left leg. Oh gosh. Oh, it's gonna be a long video, that's how it's starting. Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife and welcome to day 5 of Vlogmas. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about one of the most important things about the holiday season. Today, we're talking about Christmas music.
In Vlogmas's past, we have talked about our favorite Christmas albums, our favorite songs. This year, we're doing it a little differently.
When we were thinking about how in the world do we have like a different approach to Christmas music than we've done in years past, Sherri actually had an amazing idea that I really love. She was like, what if we created a playlist of our favorite Christmas songs on Spotify that we could actually share with you guys? So that's what we did. Like we went through, we sat down the other night, we put in 30 of our favorite Christmas songs, like an hour and a half of music, and down below in the video description is actually the link to that playlist. And today we're gonna talk about what we chose and why, and really even the importance of music to this season.
I think there's not really any other like season in the year that is so closely tied to music as Christmas.
The other day I was working at a coffee shop and it was early in the morning and like I wasn't in a bad mood, I was just like going throughout my day, right?
It was a Monday.
It was a Monday, totally. And I'm sitting there and I'm working and I've got like a holiday flavored drink and it had just snowed the night before. And so I'm looking outside of the snow and a Michael Bublé Christmas song came on in the coffee shop. And you guys, I don't even know what happened. I don't remember ever having an experience like this. I instantly like started to smile and just like felt Christmas spirit and joy. And I was just like, instantly happy because like even though the setting was perfect, the music provided the perfect soundtrack to what I was experiencing. Yeah. Right? And I think that during the Christmas, that's like the power of music. That's why Christmas music during the season, like we just love it so much.
And there is so much just phenomenal Christmas music, and so narrowing it down to like 30 songs was actually really difficult for us.
We could have kept going and going. Like this playlist could have gotten totally out of control. But some of the things that we tried to do is we tried to have a mix of like classic Christmas, right? Like I know some people it's like, I'm only listening to Bing Crosby all Christmas long. Like we love Bing Crosby. We love Frank Sinatra. We love the Nat King Cole, the classic Christmas. But also like we love a lot of like newer stuff too.
Yeah.
And so we tried to go through and pick like newer songs, newer artists that we really love. And what we tried to do is create an album or a playlist that we felt was like a really great mashup of Sherri's styles and my styles and the mix of Christmas music.
The classics and just kind of a little bit of everything.
I'm not gonna lie, we listened to this playlist as we were decorating our tree the other night.
It's pretty awesome.
I love it so much. It's so great. So let's talk about the songs that are on the playlist.
And we started with the song that every single Christmas playlist needs to start with because the Christmas season does not actually officially start, this is a fact, until you hear this.
Yeah.
This right here. And we're stopping. But that song starts the Christmas season. Did you know that?
It totally does. That is the official, it's like the starting line. It's like, you know how in a race, like the person like shoots the gun and then go? That is the race gun for Christmas season.
Christmas go.
And so it was really funny because there were a lot of songs, not that we disagreed on, but that we were like, okay, you know, put that in there, put that in there. This was the one thing, like we were both like, we know, yeah, it's like we know how this starts. That's the easiest thing ever because that is like, that is the start of Christmas.
Yes, it is.
I totally agree. In fact, Sherri, we were talking about like Christmas songs and like memories we have with them, and that song's tied to like a memory for you.
It is. So it came out my 7th grade year. There were commercials for it and like constantly, and my dad actually went and bought it the day that it came out, which was unusual for him. And he like played it as soon as we walked in the house after school, and it was just like, you bought the album, and we were so excited. And then that was like the start of Christmas every single year was this album and that song.
That's what is so great about Christmas music, is that it's so tied to like memories like that. Like I can't tell you another random Mariah Carey song.
Right.
That like I have that kind of a memory too that you have.
But so All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey.
Such a great way to start the playlist.
Yep.
And so we're not going to walk through like every single song. Like obviously the link is below. We want you guys to go check it out. But some of the songs that are on there that like we really love, and it really is like a wide range.
Yeah, it's a little random, but
like it's everything from like obviously Mariah Carey to Bing Crosby to CeeLo Green, and that's one of the songs I want to talk about on here, you guys. Maybe many of you have heard this. You know CeeLo, like CeeLo Green, Gnarls Barkley CeeLo. He does a version of the song "Mary Did You Know" that is genuinely unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
His voice is.
It's like tear-inducing. It's so good.
So unexpected, because a lot of people don't know how good of a singer he is. So it's like we had to include that song. So it really is like a wide range of songs and styles. Again, there's not many playlists where you're going to get CeeLo and Frank Sinatra on, right. But this one, for sure you are.
And obviously there's a ton of different versions of like the same song. Like every single artist ever has covered White Christmas.
True.
And Jingle Bell. Like everybody has everything. So we just sort of either picked our favorite or like the most classic, and so for White Christmas we went with Bing Crosby.
You have to, because
it's just the most classic and it's amazing and I love it. And then we also did that same thing with Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, the Judy Garland version. It's the original.
There are so many great versions, and we actually listened when we were going through picking songs. We listened to a lot of different versions of several songs, but on some songs, I think White Christmas is such a good example of that. That it's like the Bing Crosby version is just so iconic, and it's hard to pick like any other version because of how iconic it is.
Yep.
So those are the ones we went with. But then there are other songs that we actually didn't pick, like maybe some of the more traditional or well-known versions. I think probably my favorite example is actually Jack Johnson doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It's such a good version of the song.
And the style is different than you've probably heard before. It's more Jack Johnson-ish.
Like super chill.
Yeah, but it's like such a catchy and such a fun version of such a classic song. And so we really did try to go like classic in some spaces, but then also like some of our favorite, even if they were a little bit different or newer in others. So Sherri, I have a question. Going through here, there are some versions of songs that people probably haven't heard.
Right.
Kind of like hidden gems picked by Adam and Sherri. Of the hidden gems on the playlist, what would your favorite be? What's the one thing that's like, you may not know this version, but check it out because it's amazing?
I think the Glee cast actually did an amazing version of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. It's beautiful, and it's like all the girls in the Glee cast, and it's probably my favorite version of that song, but a lot of people may not have heard that version, so we're giving it to you.
It is beautiful. And also, like, we love pretty much everything that Glee did.
Oh, sure.
Like, we're huge Glee fans already.
We own all of the music.
Yeah, we're like huge fans already, but that version is beautiful. I think for me, and this was a song that was a little bit tough, the song is Silent Night. And obviously, like, it's one of those Christmas songs that everybody knows.
Yep.
Right? And there's, like, amazing, classic, beautiful versions. There's just, like, so many different styles.
So many memories tied to it.
So many memories tied.
Especially.
Well, me too. It's like, that's one of the things, like, for church at Christmas Eve, it felt like for the last basically lifetime, like the service always ends with like lighting of the candles and Silent Night, right? And so there's like memories tied to that song. But the version that we picked is actually one of both of our favorites, and it would be my pick for like the best hidden gem. It's by a band, Five for Fighting, and they had some hits a number of years ago. Totally not a kind of band that you think would do Silent Night like justice.
You think would do Christmas music?
No, totally. But their version of Silent Night is very beautiful and very different.
Very different, yeah.
Like, it's not the traditional Silent Night, so if you're a traditionalist, you might not love it. Right. We love this version. Like, every holiday season, it's one of those songs that no matter what playlist we have, no matter what we're listening to, we always have the Five for Fighting Silent Night playing. And then finally, there is one song we included on here that we love so much, and we love it not because only the song is great and the version is great, but it's kind of got a cool memory for both of us. It's a song called I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. And when I was on staff at a church, kind of overseeing basically the kind of this gathered service, the worship experience, it's a song that we did one year. And this to me, like, I know that I'm probably a little biased, but the version that we did, I still regret the fact that we didn't record it.
Yeah.
Because our friend Joel sang, and he has just a spectacular voice.
Phenomenal, yeah.
He's phenomenal. And just like the band was amazing, and the version was amazing, and even the setup to the song, because we kind of told the story of what happened. Yeah. It was just one of those things that like was really a powerful, powerful moment. That every time I hear this song, and the version we have on here is by Casting Crowns. It's a great version But to me, when I hear that song, it takes me back to that experience.
Yeah, agreed.
And it was just like such a great one.
Yeah. And I will say, like, this version of the song is so like beautiful and powerful. Like, there's a million versions of the song with different melodies and different everything, but for me, like, this version just makes me cry.
In fact, here's what I'm gonna do.
Like, almost every time.
Because the song itself is powerful, but when you know the backstory to the song, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, it gives the song like more weight. Like, it's just a weighty song. It's a very emotional song. And so I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna find the story of the song, and I'm gonna put a link down below. I would love for you to read the story that allowed or caused the song to be written, because you will hear the song, I promise you will hear the song differently every time you hear it from this point forward when you know the story. And that's what's so great about Christmas music, is that it's so tied to memories, like we talked about earlier. It's so tied to kind of the emotion of the season, and like, again, thinking of times in church with family and friends and candles, or the start of the Christmas season with Mariah Carey, or sitting in coffee shops and, Michael Bublé comes on and I'm instantly in like a great mood. That's
I mean, for me, like, Silent Night, like, always takes me back to my great-grandpa singing it in German. And it was just beautiful, and I almost always cry. Because
that's one of the things in your family tradition. In fact, when we were just back in Indiana, one thing that we did, and this was, I think, maybe my first experience with this, when your family gets together, you always kind of do this, like, I don't know, sing-along sort of thing.
Yeah, we always sing, like, if, the whole family gets together around Christmas, we sing Christmas carols. And
that was one of the things your grandfather or your great-grandfather?
My great-grandfather would sing it in German.
What a cool memory.
Yeah.
Right? Like, thinking back to, like, great-grandfather singing Silent Night in German. Yeah. I don't know. I love that. That's my favorite part about Christmas music. Like, I like the music, but more than that, I like the memories. Yeah. And how they're attached to that kind of stuff. So, you guys, that is our video for today. Playlist down below, and we want you guys to go play that, listen to that. We love the thought of you guys, like, driving around Christmas shopping and looking at holiday lights, listening to this playlist. So give it a listen. Let us know your thoughts down below. Are there any songs that we missed that it's like, how could you create a Christmas playlist and not include the Bette Midler version of, I don't know, I'm not a Bette Midler fan.
Or let us know what your favorite song on the playlist is.
Yes, I do want to know that as well. So what did we miss? What songs do you love? Were there any songs that we included that maybe you'd never heard that version of before that you just, like, really love? Let us know. Yeah, you guys, as always, we love you. Happy Vlogmas Day 5 videos in a row. I'm so proud of us, you guys. Like, I haven't gone back and looked at past Vlogmases, but I don't feel like many of them we actually made it the first 5 days.
I feel like a lot of them we made it like 11 or 12, and then we, like, petered out. Yeah.
Well, we're halfway there. We're halfway to petering out, guys.
Nope, we're gonna make it this year.
You guys, we love you. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.